tool when an autonomous AI agent makes a decisions on chain that affect real assets of people. We don't yet have legal or regulatory clarity on AI ownership, accountability, and liability in decentralized context. It isn't just a technical problem, it's also a social and legal one. But in short, there are a lot of obstacles, and the obstacles are real: scalability, interoperability, governance, trust. But every major technological revolution has started with those same growing pains. And as these systems mature and more open collaboration happens between the AI and blockchain communities, we'll start to see the vision materialize in ways that truly empower individuals, not just the institutions building the tech.
Cool. Thank you, Polly. Very insightful. And we also want to know where the momentum is heading. So maybe our next question is, what are some of the current track or subfields in the AI agents plus Web3 space that excite you most? And this question I want Rose, can you share some opinion with us? And which direction are you personally most bullish on?
Yeah, absolutely. So of course there are vertical agents like trading agents, airdrop farming agents, agents with like different intents, etc. So I think the Web3 community is making like a big progress in terms of that. But personally, I'm super bullish on the decentralized autonomous agents in general. So the keyword here is actually autonomous, right? So the agents can basically replace human for the repetitive work. So if you look at all the previous like agents, right? So all the previous agents are basically a wrapper of ChatGPT. So you can only like talk with them, and they will give you answers and stuff. But I think the next is I'm already seeing some of the projects are doing interesting work on, for example, like there's a project called Amo. So they are doing the agents to basically replace the moderators for your Discord and Telegram, right? So they already got adoptions by BNB Chain and Monad and etc. So that agent are basically embedded into your Discord channels. It can not only answer the user's questions, it can basically like suck in all the knowledge of your projects, of what's happening in the market and what's going on in the community. They will actually throw, let's say, a rifle or a lucky draw, just to incentivize the users to participate. Or it can even generate like the daily and weekly report to the DC channel owners. So let's say if there's some FUD in your project and the users in the community talk about it, that agent will collect all those information and will report to you, so that you don't have to like monitor what's going on in the community, minutes by minutes. So the agent can do all those things for you, right? So I think we're really seeing more autonomous part of the agents in the AI and Web3 space, and so that's why I'm super bullish. I think the next phase will be we want to embed the decentralization part into those autonomous agents, right? So a simple example will be those agents with a wallet, right? So people can hire those agents. They can actually chip in and become sort of like the agent owners. And once the agents, once somebody pays for those agents for a specific task, and all those profits can basically distributed back to all those like agent owners via smart contracts, so that you can imagine that those agents can be your employees. So actually, from Amo from Amo project perspective, they're calling it as a super intern, right? So it's an intern, never complains, and they're doing like a lot of work for you, and they're reporting to you like every day on what's going on. So I think that's that's the current trend, and also that's the direction I'm super bullish in the next few years.
Cool, cool. Thank you, Ross. Your description also excites me too. And here we also want you to share with us which trends or subfield do you bullish on more. Hello, Sheer.
Oh, I missed my name. I think what I'm most bullish on in terms of the tracks is decentralized physical infrastructure. I think DeepIn is becoming a huge frontier when you see AI agents orchestrating different decentralized physical resources, creating smarter and autonomous real world systems. So think of it as like people contributing bandwidth, sensors, compute power in our case, and earning tokens, turning infrastructure into something that's community owned and token incentivized as an economy, right? And within this, I think a sub theme that I'm particularly very bullish on is embodied AI systems that can, operate decentralized robots or IoT devices that interact with real environments. So there's an autonomous supply chain that we could tap into, build smart cities, on-chain robotic services, and stuff like that. Um, these physical agents could be fully owned, coordinated, via blockchain, fitting perfectly with the deepened models of decentralized infrastructure, right? A good example of this is BitRobot. I mean, they've built a decentralized robotics platform where robots, whether virtual or physical, operate using blockchain-based incentives, and they can basically complete distributed tasks like warehouse sorting and delivery, etc. There's also interesting stuff that's happening on the DeFi autopilot space. What DYDX or Aperture Finance is doing to using AI, rebalancing portfolios in real time, right? Basically providing everyone with a agent advisor, which is super cool. Um, Overall, I think I would continue to kind of keep following and repeat myself, like in terms of the most bullish direction would be like building autonomous AI agents that dynamically tap into decentralized physical infrastructures, whether it's cloud, whether it's storage, bandwidth. There are so many players: Aether, Filecoin, Helium, right? And then operate entire dApps, making the decentralized services as smooth and affordable as, say, a top Web2 offering, what a hyperscaler provides, and but make it open source and provable.
Cool, cool. Thank you, Sheer. And yeah, so we already knew there are some subtracts and some tracks that have promising future. So we also want to know, looking ahead, what will change or what will happen in this AI field and AI agent and Web3 field. And maybe Rex, can you share with us that what are the expectations for the next 3 to 5 years in this space, and what trends or breakthroughs do you foresee? Perhaps in user experience, in structure, or even governance.
Yeah, absolutely. I think 3 5 years is a long time. I think it will become even faster with a lot of projects are even doing that. However, the intersection of AI agents and Web3, I believe, will completely reshape how digital ecosystem operates. I think this is already happening. Like we will move from humans managing protocols to autonomous system managing themselves. I mean, if you look at the smart contract itself, it's deployed and basically unedited. So where AI agents, for example, execute governance or handle compliance or analyze risk or interact even across multiple chains with minimal human input. So the biggest shift will be in trust and coordination, I would say. AI agents currently, just like Ross said, they are assistants and they are basically what is it? Was the word was used? It was so funny, but it's actually very true.
Rapper of ChatGPT.
I would say so, yes. But I think they will be, moving forward in the future, they will no longer just assist. They will govern, trade, decide based on a very transparent and on chain logic, right? I will give you a free example. For example, with Quack AI, we are already laying the groundwork for this transmission, right? With our upcoming personalized AI twins, they will act on behalf of the user or the organization to vote and to execute. We have RWA protocols, right? They are using AI to manage real time data, valuation, compliances. You have DAOs and DeFi systems. They are evolving into self sustaining intelligent infrastructure, right? So, our AI governance engine, for example, where it automates decision making across a lot of 40 blockchains, right? These are early example of what's coming. So, in short, I will say AI will power the decisions 100%, and Web3 will prove them, and hopefully, Quack AI will connect them. So, yeah, thank you.
Cool, cool. So excited. And also, Ross, can you also what do you think on this question?
Yeah, so let me take a step back, right? If you look at what's happening in AI, everything is driven by this AI revolution, right? The energy, the computation power, the model, the agents. And right now, I think the AI are basically constrained by three scaling laws, right? The pre-training scaling laws, the post-training scaling, and test time scaling, right? So right now, I think people are kind of like shifting from the pre-training to post-training and test time scaling, right? So that's what's happening in AI right now. That's a bigger picture. And from the Web3 perspective, you can imagine, in the next 3 to 5 years, you will have like a better infrastructure, whether it's better layer one or layer twos, and also you will have better stablecoin adoption, right? So I think right now stablecoin is definitely it's sort of like drives the mass adoption for Web3, right? So and of course you will have like better governance. So if you combine, what's happening in AI and what's happening in Web3, if you combine like all those trends, so I'm seeing like two things at least. So one is decentralized autonomous agents with wallets, with crypto wallets. They can perform like specific tasks like trading, and those agents will be communicating via like an MPC or like A2A, MCP, A2A, or X402 protocol by Coinbase. Those kind of like agents to agents protocols, and also the payment protocols, right? So those agents, because they are because of what's happening in the model development, so they're already like intelligent enough, and they will be equipped with all the underlying, the payment protocols, the communication protocols to perform like specific task, and all the profits, right? So all the revenue can be shared by the owner and also the community, and the whole agents, can be governed by the community, right? So for example, if I develop a ROS agent, right, a ROS trading agent, then I contributed to the community, and many people can chip in and make it better, and then that agent can can do some trading and make some money, and then all the profits can be distributed to myself and also the community. So I think that's what's going to happen in in the foreseeable future. So that's one big trend. So another big trend I think is AIGC, right? So I'm not sure if you guys have used like a Sora 2, or you guys must have seen some like a short videos, made by Sora 2, right? That's already close. That's already like good enough to fool like lots of people, even though it's like AI generated. So you would imagine that the content generation cost is getting like lower and lower and faster, right? And then so all the content that the human consumed right now is basically made by human, but later on we will see more content generated by the AI. So all the human content consumption will be driven by the AIGC. So when the cost of of the AIGC is coming down, I think the traffic cost will become more expensive. So that's why if you look at like TikTok, YouTube, Weibo, like Douyin, all those kind of like centralized platforms, their traffic or their like attention costs actually become more expensive. That caused like a huge issue for all the KOLs, like basically all the companies that are making a living on those platforms. So that's why I think a decentralized platform or decentralized community or decentralized parties can really like drive down the cost because the distribution will be like a peer to peer, will be more decentralized. And with all the AIGC tools, the community can create like amazing content, and those content will be consumed by the community itself and beyond in a decentralized way. So I think in terms of like AIGC, I'm seeing some project like Enlighten Protocol is doing interesting thing to solve that issue, right? So those are the two big trends I'm seeing right now.
Cool, cool. Thank you. I can't wait to have an agent to help with my trading and work. And also, the AIGC also excites us too. And Polly, can you tell us what's your expectation in this space?
Yes, of course. To be honest, there are a lot of expectations from my side, but it's hard to predict for like 3 to 5 years. I joined the crypto when I was 17, and that time everything was moving so fast. Right now, the same thing. It's hard to even predict what's going to happen in 1 week, especially with the recent market crash on last Friday. Though what I think we're going to see the AI agent and Web3 space move from an experimental niche to kind of a core pillar of the digital economy. Right now, we're still in early innings, a lot of theory, a lot of prototypes, but the momentum is undeniable. And I expect this convergence to mature in three, I would say, main ways. First, infrastructure, then intelligence, and third, interaction. So AI agents will become far more autonomous and useful, powered by decentralized data and compute networks. We'll see the rise of AI wallets, intelligence agents that can hold crypto, execute smart contracts, and make decisions on behalf of users. These agents will manage digital identities, optimize investments, trade NFT, whatever you want them to do. And companies like Fetchai, Singularity Net are already moving fast in that direction. I think by 2028, they'll be a part of the digital mainstream. Second, we should expect data ownership and monetization to explode. With Web3, users will finally be able to sell or license their data directly to AI systems through tokenized incentives too. Your health data, browsing behavior, or creative output could be turned into assets you control, not something corporations extract from you. And this will give rise to a new class of data entrepreneurs where people earn passive income through data sharing increments with the AI models they trust. But of course, regulation will lag, but eventually catch up. Governments will push for AI transparency and blockchain accountability, forcing hybrid models that balance freedom and with compliance. And it will be messy but necessary. So the big picture, the next few years, will be about moving from centralized intelligence to distributed autonomy. And AI agents won't just exist on the blockchain, they will live within it, learning, trading, governing, even earning. So it's going to be one of the most dynamic intersections of technology we've ever witnessed, and the winners will be the ones who blend intelligence with trust.
Cool, cool, wonderful. I can already sense the excitement that what's to come. And also, since we have many young students or young builders, they are bullish on AI agents and Web3, but maybe they are confused that what can they do or what should they do. So the next question is for all of our guests, and we want you to give some advice to our young builders and innovators that who are eager to explore the AI agents and Web3 frontier. So maybe Shir, can you give some advice first?
Yep. To be honest, it's very simple. I think the first step should be like start somewhere, right? A lot of times you're just caught in research, and we take too long to ship something. So I think start small, start somewhere. Pick a pain point that really needs to be solved and deserves a solution rather than just building for the hype, right? Build it as a business, build it as a proper web 2 business and a pain point that really needs a solution. And instead of probably reinventing the wheel, there are so many different, like I would say, web3 AI projects out there, open APIs that you could use for decentralized data. There's the graph for cloud protocols, it's Aether. There are other like storage providers as well. So don't reinvent the wheel and waste too much time. Use existing AI Web3 integrations, and I think keep testing, keep failing, but ship as fast as you can, right? I think that's my biggest advice. And on top of this, I think two major things that one should always keep in mind is that security is not optional. So make sure you leverage AI agents not just for features but also for monitoring and compliance. And while you're at it, design a super awesome incentive loop, which is basically adding value to your agent. So make sure it can earn and pay autonomously, for example. That's what makes it scalable and sustainable at the end of the day.
Cool. Cool. Wonderful advice. Thank you, Shir. Okay, so Rick, can you give us some advice, please? Hello, Rick.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe everyone needs this advice, because in a space where we all learn, and I think Web3 is all about working cooperatively, not competitively. So yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with Shir. You 100% you have to keep it simple. You need to start small, but you need to start. This is something I personally was struggling with. A lot of ideas, a lot of things, but no execution. And I got to the point where I was saying like, okay, so I will start small and build intelligently, and then I will move with it. I would say don't chase complexity, chase clarity. The most powerful system in Web3 and AI, they can be explained in 10 seconds or 30 seconds. They call it the elevator pitch. They are not the one with the most features, right? But they are the one that solve a real problem or coordination problem. For example, with Quack AI, we started with single idea, and we didn't try to build everything. We are fixing how decisions are made in DAOs and RWAs. The focus for us to build an engine. So my advice would be find an efficiency between humans, data, and code, or whatever it is. Design, AI. It's basically a blank canvas, and you get to be the artist, and you have to let your AI agent fix that, right? You're using on-chain logic in Web3 as your truth layer. You're using AI to automate, but you are making Web3 to verify all of that. And I would say above all of that, to build something that people can trust, not something that works. Because I believe in Web3, innovation doesn't just move markets, it shapes how people collaborate, govern, and create value together. Mass adoption will come to people. Same thing when happened with the dot-com bubble, when internet became more simpler, right? And when these things can become more simpler, just like, for example, it can be explained to a 16 years old and a 60-year-old, that's when mass adoption comes. In the end, I would like to quote Leonardo da Vinci. He said, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. So if you're chasing something as complex as it can be, which is awesome, yeah, why not? But can you find the simplicity in it? So yeah.
Cool, cool. So practical advice. Cool. And Polly, can you give us some advice too? Hi, Polly.
Yes, definitely, definitely. I think if you are a young person looking to build in AI and Web3 space, Maybe start by learning the fundamentals, understand how blockchain smart contracts, AI models actually work. From there, start small but think big. Even a simple AI wallet or autonomous trading bot can spark meaningful innovation. Also, don't forget about ethics and ethical design. Privacy, transparency, fairness should be a part of a project from day one. Don't forget to get involved with open source communities like around existing projects as well, because collaboration is where most opportunities begin. Don't chase hype. Follow builders solving real problems like data sharing, compute access, or decentralized identity. Work on projects that make AI and Web3 simpler but more human centered and not just more technical. So, yeah. And remember that this field moves fast, but real impact takes patience. And the market will fluctuate, but the vision of decentralized intelligence is here to stay.
Cool, cool. Thank you, Polly. And Ross, we also want some advice from you.
Yeah, absolutely. So I totally agree with Rex, right? So simplicity is, is one thing that you should do. So that's why I only have one advice. Learn some AI and start building. So why not Web3? So you can learn, and you can actually learn Web3, you can learn Solidity and all those kind of things through AI, right? So that's why learn some AI and start building. So why is this advice? Is you guys most likely missed the internet bubble, back in 2000, and you guys probably missed the early stage of Bitcoin back in 2009, 2010 ish, right? But you guys are in the sort of like AI bubble right now. So that's why, take the wave, take the advantage of this bubble and, build something in AI or Web3, right? So, or both. So that's the only advice I can give to the young people here.
Cool. Thank you, Ross. And thank you all for your advice. And I really love the points that we have to start now. And it's really important to start to learn and start to do something. And so I want to, and here's a good opportunity for all the young people that are listening to this AMA. And I'd like to introduce our contestant. The competition is called Proof of Future Global Youth Web3 Idea Lab. It's a global contestant hosted by Ferris, and it's in partnership with Solana Foundation and Ether. It's running online from September the 18th to October the 26th. And this event is open to everyone, whatever students, creators, or anyone that passionate about AI and Web3. You can join us and to explore and to enjoy this stage for you. It's designed to be simple and easy to join, so you can just share your voice without any barriers. And here's how it works. And we have two tracks in this competition. For the creators track, you can just share your thoughts, critiques, or ideas about AI and Web3. And you can write a tweet thread, create a video, or design an infographic. Anything from a spicy meme to a deep analysis counts. And then post it on X, Twitter, or YouTube with the hashtag Contestant and Proof of Future. Tag us, tag Ferris Insights, and submit the link via the form on our website, and that's all. And for the developers, we have designed the builders track for you. The builders tracks is collaborates with Solana, and it lets you to create AI prototypes on Solana with tools like Ether GPU credits to support you. You can submit a storytelling video, article, a demo video, and a GitHub repo link through our submission form. And if you have done all this, or you are available to win 3,000 USDT for creators track and 5,000 USDT for builders track. And also we also have some internship opportunities for this competition. And if you want to learn more about our contestant, learn more about this competition, you can check the Notion link in the comments or visit our website. And also, welcome to join our Telegram community and our WeChat community for the later updates of this contestant. You can share your ideas, submit them, and help shape the future of Web3. Okay, so and our next session is the question time. If you have any question for our guests or for the contestant, you can use the raise hand icon on Loop Space, or you can um, write down your question in our comment box, and we will wait for 2 minutes. If there are no question, we may, and that will be all for our contestant for our AMA today. Okay, so there's a question for Rix. So, what do you think that how can we make AI agents and Web3 applications accessible and valuable to everyday users, not just to developers or crypto enthusiasts?
I'm sorry. The question is again, how can we what?
How can we make AI agents and Web3 applications accessible and valuable to everyday users, not just to the developers or some crypto enthusiasts?
Oh, absolutely. Well, AI agents actually, I know a lot of people who are not even in Web3 or devs or have any technical terms use AI agents. I think it goes back to a very small problem, which is the attention span and of the person, current attention span of the person, and to actually sitting down and having like 15 minutes of, no distraction just to learn a certain AI agent. Setting a goal definitely helps with all of that. I don't think you need a lot of technical terms to learn about AI or how to write a prompt. Definitely to use it to have a trial and error in any type of AI. There are literally thousands of AI that you can use for free and try them out. And with AIs which are actually in Web3, there are a lot of tests that you can get into and to test the AI. I've been in a couple of them actually. I've been doing that since 2023, and I love to test new things. And yeah, I think that's all. I think it's the willing to sit down and to learn. Uh, I understand a lot of young people currently they are into these 50 seconds type of educational content, and they immediately ask, "Okay, can I make money with this? Can I do that? Can I do this?" But I don't think any trait would develop to success if you're not sitting down for at least 15 minutes and learn everything about this AI. And trust me, once you learn, it will open more doors for you with other tools and with other protocols and with other projects. And you will see yourself, you literally can build a business with zero everything. So, yeah.
Cool. Thank you, Rex. Okay, and there's no more questions. So that's all for our AMA. And thank you very much to guide us to explore the AI agents and the Web3's integration. Thank you all. Thank you, guys. And looking forward to the next opportunity to chat with you. Bye
Thank
bye.
you, everyone. I know.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye
you all for
bye.
having us and have a good one.
Thank you. You too. Have a good day.